Hi, my name is Przemek Chojecki and this episode is about AI trends in 2020 and beyond that. This is also the first take on this subject because I'll be coming back to it more and more, especially as I'm doing research on the topic right now. But in this episode, I want to give you an overview of what might happen in 2020 and beyond when it comes to machine learning, artificial intelligence, data science. So first of all, one of the biggest topics is AI in retail, with companies like Amazon pushing the boundaries. A lot of is happening in China as well, and we're going to the direction of cashless stores where everything is automatic. When you just need an app like in Amazon Go, you just enter the shop, take the products from the store and exit, and the app already knows what you bought, how many, and it charges you automatically. So that's the first thing. Another example of AI in retail is all the kind of autonomous robots in warehouses, which go about like sorting packages, sending correct packages to different clients, all sort of stuff like that. So that's still retail. Another big topic related to robots, related to retail, is robotic process automation, which is kind of maturing right now. So historically, robotic process automation is about automating business processes, especially those which requires a lot of clicks, requires a lot of human input, but it is like very tedious, very repetitive. So for example, it might be receiving an email with a particular title, doing some particular computation in Excel, then sending this Excel spreadsheet to another person. And those kind of tasks, especially if you work at the office, like 9-to-5 job, blue collar, you know, like this is very repetitive. This keeps coming a lot. And this kind of tasks are right now automated with different RPA software. So one of the biggest players is Automation Anywhere, and there are a couple of other players in this industry. So all of those companies actually have like billion-dollar valuations right now. And the big change which is coming right now is really AI, because so far you need to show the machine how to do the whole process. It was done by basically building smart macros which go from one process to another, connecting all the APIs and making it work very, very smoothly. And right now, with all the advancements like reinforcement learning and different stuff related to like predicting what might happen next, you will be able to do just that using AI, running some kind of a process in the background with a goal of training an agent, artificial intelligence agent, to actually do those tasks for you. So you'll be actually training your artificial intelligence coworker in the background as you do all the processes. So this is the kind of a change that is coming to this market. And as I mentioned, reinforcement learning, this will also see a lot of changes in 2020 and beyond, especially with deep reinforcement learning. So we're going deeper and deeper in neural networks and how many layers we consider. And the goal here is to treat even more complex games, build more complex strategies in those games. So examples in the previous years, which were really exciting, was AlphaGo definitely by DeepMind, Dota by OpenAI, and there were different other examples, like for example Texas Hold'em Up, so poker, chess with the same architecture like for Go, and couple other games like StarCraft, also recent from DeepMind. And this field is really growing. So it's really interesting because games are really close to life in terms of like how you behave, how you operate. So having said that, another big topic in AI trends is definitely autonomous vehicles, like drones, cars, robots in warehouses that I've already mentioned in retail. This is really huge because we definitely see in the next 5 to 10 years autonomous cars on every road in every city. This will be a common view, and this will really disrupt everything when it comes to transportation, when it comes to jobs, because driver job will basically go extinct. You will have maybe a small pool of drivers, and most of the driving will be done by AI, especially when it comes to like services, taxi services around the city. So this will be a big change in transportation, and there's a lot to be done in autonomous vehicles when it comes to image processing, image recognition, and then also reinforcement learning if you want to have a good agent who knows how to drive on the road. But it's mostly about having all those sensors and processing data in order to, like not miss a pedestrian on the street, which you don't want to drive over. So that's and there are many questions related to ethics of those cars. So this will be field which especially will be heavily regulated here in Europe, and both in the US, Asia, I guess, everywhere, because that's the most important question here. It's less about technology, more about legislation and ethics, and how to make it all behave, how it should be regulated. Yeah, so those were our topics so far. Another big topic is definitely healthcare, AI in healthcare. So you might have already seen a couple of results, like AI is able to spot, for example, breast cancer or different kind of cancers much better than humans. And those kind of applications keep on popping, especially when it comes to image recognition and trying to predict how our bodies start to malfunction, what's on the screen, what kind of diagnosis you can get. This is really big, and it keeps on getting bigger. So first of all, it won't replace doctors, it's rather be like a software for doctors to use in order to have a better diagnosis for patients. But on the other hand, we also use AI enhanced software in order to discover new drugs. So for example, the recent discovery by DeepMind with a protein folding problem, so AlphaFold, that was the software. It was all about trying to build new molecules which would be the models for the proteins, which is really hard problems, decade old, really important in order to understand what might go wrong on the gen level with our bodies. So there are those different kind of simulations going on. Both topics are really important. Yeah, so this is basically it as an overview. There are more coming soon. I will keep on getting to AI trends very soon, because this is a huge topic, both from the technical standpoint and from the business standpoint. As I'm also working on a new book, this is what I wanted to announce. Basically, the book will be Artificial Intelligence Business, and the book will be both about trends, how to use AI, practical use cases of AI, and the book will be targeted both to data scientists who want to know how to apply their knowledge, as well as business leaders, business people who are actually trying to build some data science solution in their own organization. So keep tuned for more, please subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next episode.